Thank you so much, you guys, for the overwhelming and support on my last video for my staff, which I did a surprise Christmas celebration, a shopping spree at the Cabazon outlet. I figured it would be an amazing experience because one, they've never done anything like that. Two, they've never been to Cabazon. And I did a week before Black Friday, so they got to get some amazing deals and really be able to spend that money worthwhile. So I do this every year for my staff. I've gotten to the point where I'm trying to make an experience out of it. I've done that before. I've done Christmas parties, prizes, but this was a little special just because I wanted them to spend money on themselves, because I knew if I had given them the $500 without some type of clause on there, they would have spent it on others instead of themselves. So it was a two-part Christmas gift. The first part, they had to spend the $500 on themselves. Once they accomplished that feat, they got another second envelope. Of course, it was cash, and they were able to spend it as they wish on family members or whatever they wanted to do. So, but I figured as females, we're guilty of this. We will always do for others before ourselves. And I knew I had to make sure that didn't happen. I wanted them to have an amazing Christmas experience. So with that being said, thank you so much, you guys. I know I told my staff, they were of course floored by the response of the video. I'm not sure if they want to do a haul. I know a few of you guys had asked. They want to see the haul. They're a little shy. I know they do a lot of these TikTok videos with me. I sometimes have to force them to do it, but they do it with me. It is a fun team building. If you guys have never done TikTok videos together in a office or medical dental, I highly recommend it. It really does lighten up the day, lightens up the mood, it breaks up the monotony, and it's just kind of like a team building skill together, which is awesome. And they become really, really good TikTok videographers, by the way. So, but in that sense, I just want to give you a heads up. I have always done this. I always thought this was a normal thing to do when I got out of dental school, is take care of the staff or whoever employees you may have. I'm very lucky that I got to experience this as a kid growing up. Both my parents are business entrepreneurs and they're very giving, especially my mom. She is a very giving person. Still to this day, she takes care of one of our employees. His name is Mike, and he helps my parents on their ADU home projects, building, constructions. And to this day, when he's working and he's on his lunch break, my mom makes him a lunch, feeds and makes him food, brings it on a tray, and just treats him like a son. And so I thought that's normal. That's how I grew up. And I've worked in private dental offices where luckily I have met some amazing employers where they did big Christmas parties. They gave either some type of money, monetary gifts, or things like that, or we played games. So luckily I was exposed to that. And I remember one employer, when I lived in San Francisco, she bought me my first Gucci little pochette bag. I never had a Gucci purse out of dental school. I just never was able to kind of buy one for myself and splurge like that. And that was really nice. But I have also worked in corporate dental companies, and they do squat diddly. Nothing. You get nothing out of them. And I was the one, as an associate, buying or making some type of Christmas party, lunch, Thanksgiving, you name it, I would step up and do that just because I thought that would be the right thing to do. Even though I was an associate, I figured, why not do that so that maybe they'll start to kind of do it on themselves as well. Maybe the next doctor would see this and kind of keep the ball rolling. So it does take a leader, as in to step up to the game and do that. And of course, when I was doing it, I was hoping that maybe the owner would see it and maybe kind of take note and say, like, wow, I got to step up my game. So, just a side note, associate dentists, doctors, if you're working for a dental office and you're not sure if they're doing anything, it's okay to do something for your staff. You know what? They would really appreciate anything that you do. It's a nice acknowledgement. It's a great way to communicate with your staff. And it's just to show that you appreciate them, because it is a very hardworking industry that we're in. If you're in the dental field, you know what I'm talking about. Right now, I'm exhausted. I've had a day where I didn't barely got to eat lunch, and I think I ate my first lunch at like around 3 o'clock. So I'm exhausted. I'm tired. It is mentally and physically draining. But just to get a thank you, an acknowledgement, whatever it is, even on a daily basis, I really try to thank my staff daily, to say thank you so much for coming in and have a great evening. Great job today. I'll see you tomorrow. Those little things really go a long way. And of course, just any type of acknowledgement, as in a gift, is a big thing, because I would say I wouldn't be able to have my dental practice without my staff, my team member behind me and helping me push through and taking care of my patients. So, with that said, I just felt it was the right thing to do, and I love doing it. Honestly, it's fun. I look forward to the Christmas time celebration with my staff. You know, last year I did a Christmas surprise to Disneyland. They didn't even know it until the morning of, and surprised them, and I just whisked them to Disneyland. So, but thank you so much, you guys. I will see if they want to do a haul and show you guys what they got. They are, like I said, a little shy, but thank you so much, you guys, for the support, and thank you for liking the videos and the comments. Really heartwarming, and I hope your employers get to see this video, or the video that I did, and maybe it might inspire them to not be a Scrooge. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.